Good morning. This is Kristy, the Composed Planner, back to plan the week of August 25th through 31st in my Laurel Denise, the Kristy, which is a book-bound lay flat planner with like vertical style columns. I, excuse me, was originally going to use this kit from probably maybe even July, from Planner Kate, MK 728, because I really like the beachy themes and it's really fun and pretty. I got both the kits also from MK 728 deco as well as the MK 737 deco. They kind of go together. The colors are a little bit different, but pretty similar. But I decided I didn't want to do this kit for the week of the 25th because we are going to the coast on the week of like the 1st through the 7th. We're leaving on the 4th. We're going to be gone these 4 days. And so I was going to do the first day of school on this week, but then I decided she's going to school only one day, so I'll do the first week of school on this week and do the beachy theme on when we're at the beach, which left me with nothing to do for this week and an extra September kit. So I grabbed MK 743. This is the first of the kits that I have grabbed, that I bought with like the modified pages. So I bought very few sheets, about 2 full sheets, the thin washi as opposed to the full washi sheet, and then just the labels that I really, really like. So we'll see how kind of this newer style goes. I'm gonna start by cordoning off my 5 lines. There's nothing really that I need to put up in this top section, so right underneath the date I think might be a line. Actually, now I'm second guessing myself. I'm going to start with the top washi. So from the journaling 1 page, I'm going to grab this journaling washi, and I never know if I should do it down or up, and I think I'm going to do up because I'm going to add probably new date headers to this. So it'll be good to do it up. So how has your week been going? It is Friday the 22nd over here when I'm filming this. It has been an insane week. Literally insane. Payroll was this week for my regular job. I do payroll in my regular life, and that's not straight, and I don't care. And I can honestly say this has been the worst payroll I have ever experienced. It is everything that could go wrong, did go wrong. A bunch of stuff that I didn't even expect could go wrong, went wrong. I cannot line that up for the life of me, so we're gonna flip. And yeah, I'm just flabbergasted at, I literally, I don't know why everything went haywire this week. It was insane. I have a few fires to still put out today at work, which with my daughter in camp on days that my husband works, I don't get into the office until way later. So most of the stuff I could probably figure out right after I film this, but still, it's just like I need a little bit of time from just life. It's insanity. Do I want to do that there? I can always move my... So the reason I always second guess myself if I want to do this on the weekend is because I like to do my weather, sunset, sunrise, moonset, moonrise, what my husband's schedule is and what my daughter's schedule is in this top section. And doing that, this little thing, it always kind of messes with that. So, I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. We'll see. I'm gonna grab my kit7XX A1 and grab my week of sticker, because that's easy enough to do straight up. I need to decide if I want to do like one of these headers, sorry for the glare, one of these like rounded headers, or if I want to kind of slice these guys and do these. I have these. I don't think they'll cover the whole word. No, they would cover probably the whole word at the beginning of a month. Oh, no, they wouldn't. The 2 is kind of covered, but I think I'm going to move this sticker up just a little bit. I think this one's okay. I can read all those dates. So now I can read all the dates, and what I'm going to do is grab my little scissors, grab the Monday first. So yeah, just literally an insane payroll week that I have literally never experienced this insane of a payroll week ever. We had quite a few problems with communities. We had a problem with somebody not being sent over on the banking file correctly on the back end after we like accept payroll. So I'm gonna have to pay that person separately and then take a credit for on my wire for next payroll. I mean, it's just, it's been insane. We couldn't accept payroll when we normally like to accept payroll, which is usually like Thursday by about 2 p.m. And anyway, you know, work problems, as we have all had in our lives, right? But it's almost over. Just have a few more things to do today to make sure that everyone is paid correctly. Final checks are all processed correctly, because we had like a lot of terms between when we processed payroll and payday, which means we have to do manual checks. I mean, it's just a whole thing. So I'm really sorry to bore everybody who could not care less about how payroll processes work with all my payroll stories. But it's a massive part of my life, and I know, you know, you probably get paid by somebody if you're watching this, and it's really stressful when you don't get paid correctly as an employee or as a contractor, or when a bank does something crazy, if like you own your own business or anything like that. So it's, yeah, it can be very, very stressful. So, all right, I'm going to pop my day of the week stickers back in here. Now I'm not going to use those. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I kind of know what I'm doing. I just don't totally know what I'm doing. All right. I think what I'm going to do next is just kind of do some deco and then kind of talk about this week. So this week is the last week of summer break for us. Obviously, summer doesn't end until September 21st this year, I think. The last day of summer is the 21st. And it's just really crazy that summer has gone by so quickly, and it's been an amazing summer, honestly. We've hosted a lot of hikers between my mom and me. We had one hiker who my mom couldn't host, so we hosted her, and she was so amazing with my daughter, and we just had a great time with her. I picked up another hiker yesterday, and we are going to get 3 more on Saturday. And then we have somebody who's re-hiking the trail. He did it, I think it was last year. I think he was with last year's crew. With some buddies, or maybe they just met on trail. I have no idea. He may have done it by himself. And he is doing it this year with his girlfriend. So, which I think is super exciting. Because we get to meet him. We get to meet her. We get to meet her. We get to see him again. He's really, really nice kid. He is from Milan. So very excited. And then we had just such a great hiker summer. It's been a really long hiker summer, and I know it's been a lot for my mom, but they've just been amazing to have and amazing to meet and all of that stuff. So I need my pen. I work at Gap. Wow. So I work a part-time job at Gap, folding clothes, talking with tourists. Our Gap is in a really big tourist area, so we get a lot of tourists in, which is fun. I love doing that. It's a fabulous part of my week for sure. And they don't mind that I work only one day a week, so it's fun on that front as well. Hold on just a sec. Sorry about that. I had like the biggest cough, and I just needed to get my throat cleared out. I think I'm going to do a couple things differently this week. I'm going to try out kind of something new. I'm going to pull out my V103s, which are these like Monday through Sunday. They're fully connected dot lists. And I'm going to try to find one that somewhat matches, knowing that I'm going to need a few. I think the PK Earth is probably going to be my best bet. This one's good color too, so we'll keep that nearby. I might use a few of these this week. This payroll. Ah, God, please let it stop. So the first one I have, I'm gonna put down here. The dots on Laurel Denise's planner are a little, the dot grid is a little bit bigger than these little dots. So it's 7 days, but it goes over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. I don't really mind that. I do know that some people do. If you do, be advised. I'm gonna do this guy. Workouts and stats. So I'm gonna track my what I do for a workout here, as well as my Apple Watch stats. I'm going to do another one, this one from I think this is the Brilliant Blooms colorway, but this color is really, really similar to some of the lighter stuff on the brick. So I'm gonna grab this one. I think I'm gonna put this one over here. Right about here. This one is gonna be for dinners. If anybody has dinner ideas, pop them in the comments because I am in such a rut. It doesn't help that my 5-year-old eats like only pasta and broccoli with ranch or mac and cheese or chicken nuggets. But I need other ideas. I'm getting like bored with all food. So I need more ideas. I was gonna make like a yakisoba last night, but then I was like, oh, we don't have any broccoli and I need broccoli in my yakisoba, which, you know, we've all been there before, right? And this guy right here, because he's pretty, pretty adorable. We had a fire. I don't know when it started. Maybe, I don't know. It may have started yesterday. It may have started 2 days ago, but it's now up to 600 acres or something like that. And so it's like really smoky-ish, but not super smoky. It's really funny here right now. But ready for the weather to cool down a little bit, just so we don't have the same problem with more fires popping up. Fires are very, very big and common where I am, big in that sense. So don't want fires. No fun at all. Alrighty, I've got dinners, I've got workouts. I'm gonna grab one of these guys and I'm gonna grab a dot marker, my gray one probably. I need to buy the new mild liner dot markers. I almost bit the bullet and bought them on Zebra's website, but then I was like, oh, they're kind of a little bit more, and I just bought a whole bunch of like mild liner highlighters, and so I was like, oh, I'll just wait. I'm gonna do lunches. I think I need more brick on this side, so I'm gonna do the brick one. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a good way to try to estimate where the middle is you start with the top, the bottom, and then the middle, and then fill in the holes in the center in case you didn't know that little trick. Some people know it, but they forget about it, which is also fine. All right, I got dinners, lunches, workouts. I've got those guys down. I've got Gap. Okay, so now nothing is really happening as of yet. Next week is Wonderworks for camp for my daughter. I don't know what that means. So you could ask and I wouldn't know the answer. So I'm gonna do that, even though it's crooked. There we go. I'm gonna add the little flare guy because he's always fun. Does he have any gigs this week? No. Okay, sorry, I had to check if my husband had any gigs this week, and he does not, as far as I know. I'm going to add a trash sticker here soon, but I'm gonna put some other stuff away. I don't know in my little reusable sticker thing if I have any leftover trash day stickers. Gonna add one of these guys to my lunches. That's kind of fun. I could put that somewhere. Aha, trash days. Let's go with the yellow one because it's close. Oh. Next week is recycle week. Which means I'm gonna grab my actual recycle stickers. I guess the orange kind of goes, huh? So I've got the recycle sticker, which is good. Probably gonna put that on a little guy. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll write trash. I'll do bins. Because that reminds me to put them out and take them back. So we normally put our bins out on the same day that we're taking them back. Like I put them out in the morning and then either my husband or I will take them back in when we get home. So works pretty well if you ask me. Let's see, I've got a Patreon Zoom on this night. So I think I'm gonna write it on. I like these little dots and I kind of like these washies. So let's try to figure out, if I want something like this and write it directly on there, or I've never done this before. That's impossible. It's a 5 p.m. Perfect. I wonder if there's I have a computer icon in here. I really love this little book. I got this one on like super sale because I bought it after she'd already released the ones that like come with these covers. I bought this one when she'd already released that, which I thought was fine because I didn't need it to match like all my other stuff. I just wanted one. So yeah, let's do that guy there. This is Meet the Teacher night for my daughter, which is very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. I'm gonna do something on this one. I wonder, I think it's in my standard. Yes. Whoa. Planners everywhere. I wonder if they have, it's not really an open house. Nope, nothing for Meet the Teacher. So maybe I'll do open house. I like this one, I think. I kind of want that more centered. And nope, that's, what am I doing? I wanted this thing again because I think I have a pencil or something in here. Perfect. So we get to do Meet the Teacher, and it's like a drop-in style, 4:30 to 6. My daughter is so excited for kindergarten, and I don't blame her because I'm really excited for her too. I think, you know, she's just had such a great time in preschool, and so she's so excited for kindergarten and meeting more friends and all of that stuff. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do this part, how I want to do the weekend banner. And I have a new weekend banner. I got Hello Weekend from Red Lyrics on Instagram. She's on Etsy and obviously on Instagram as well. But I just really liked the Hello Weekends, and so I think I want to use one of those. I also have the Planner Kate like weekend banners, but I don't know how I want to do this. I think what I'm gonna do is turn you guys, and I'm just gonna do it normal. I think I'm gonna do it normal for at least Monday through Friday. And then I shall figure out. This looked so much better of a color before. I don't think any of my blues work. This really did look like a better color before. Oh well, it goes. So I like this ultra thin washi. When people talk about thin washi and they talk about like washi that's double this thick, I'm always like, oh. So I could do that. I could also tape up this part. I think, oh man, this is a hard decision. And I don't know why it's hard, because it's a weekly planner. This is not that big of a deal. If you don't like it, you take it off, or you try to cover it up. And if it's really all that bad, you know what? It's a week of your life. It's okay. It is not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. And yeah, just chill, Christina, just chill. So Red Lyrics stickers, I love her stuff. If you buy her stuff, be very, very careful when taking things off. She is a small shop, so there is definitely, you know, you got a little bit more fragile of stickers usually. The cut lines are usually, you know, really, really intricate. I don't know if you can tell how intricate that is. So it makes it peeling stickers off, you know, a little bit harder, which I don't mind. Alrighty. I have that little washi there. Oh, I could have used this. That is good to know that I could have used this. That's fun. I want to do like a little coffee gal. I'm gonna do one of her. I'm gonna do a Friday because they're cute. These are the PK Doodle Girls. And then, should she be dancing up there, or should she be dancing down here? She should be dancing down here. Friday. Perfect. And then I've got a friend's birthday that I wanted to note. I'm gonna write it on one of these ones. I don't know if we're probably doing something this weekend. I'm gonna do it up here like that. if I have a balloon. I do have balloons. Okay, so then let's give him a balloon. I would assume, oh, this is Labor Day weekend, huh? Because Labor Day is Monday the 1st. I don't know what we're doing then. Some people of our group might be going camping. You can never be too sure with us. So that's pretty much it. My daughter's gonna be in camp. I've got work. We've got meet the teacher night, but we don't really have anything else going on. So I'm gonna kind of prep the upper section here, which I will probably speed you forward for. So I got that in. My husband is off on Monday and Tuesday. I think he's brewing next week on Thursday. I think. I'm not sure. I'll wait until I get that schedule from him. I want to add, I'd like it to do on there. Actually, I have one of these guys. I'm going to do that. So this is one of the freebies that you can get from Planner Kate. And this one came in Julie's Plans font, which is my favorite. So I am excited that I had it, and I added it to my main planner because I was like, oh, I got to make sure that I have that available. Add some thin washi as kind of like a header. It's kind of fun. Or do I want another one of these? I'll just do this. Cool, I've got this week. I've got plenty of room for various tasks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a little planner icon. Let's do a green one on this one. So I have been enjoying filming on Wednesdays, even though it's not Wednesday today. It's way later, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna add a planning time up at the top here. That's good. Oh, something's crooked. I think it's this. There we go. A little bit better there. And then I want to see if I want to add anything else, because I love this journaling sheet. So I think I want to do this is the same pattern. So what I think I'm going to do is actually take off I'm usually not a big, I don't have a big problem with matching patterns, but one right above the other is a little odd. But I think I'm going to do these big dots. Still blue, still fun. Cool. Hold on. I have somebody texting me and here we go. All right. So I've got my weekly kind of list. I can put things into days as needed. I don't know if we have any plans for Labor Day weekend. We probably don't, because my husband had neck surgery in like the middle of June, so we've had a pretty low-key summer. And then we also will be going to the Oregon coast the week after, the weekend after this. So we don't really have any plans. As far as I know, might go to like our museum or something like that, you know, do fun things with my daughter. But for actual plans, there's no gigs, there's nothing else going on. So that's kind of the main section. I've got my dinners, my lunches, my workout stats. I think I want to add water trackers because I like tracking my water. So I have the V53 and the PK neutral because I like the fact that it's all gray. It goes with everything. Because that's how it does. So I think I'm just gonna add these like to near the bottom, which is good. I don't really use them as like 8 cups of water. I try to drink like 100 ounces. And so I usually use like 1 drop is 16 ounces of water. Maybe I do 20s. 1 drop is 20 ounces of water. So I need really only 5, but I can make it work. Because I have a water bottle that's a 20 ouncer. Or I mean a cup that's 20 ounces, and then I have a water bottle that's 40. So it makes it very easy if I know how many of the water bottles I drink. Yeah, I try to get 1 20-ounce cup in the morning, 1 40-ounce water bottle during like the morning part of my workday, 1 40-ounce water bottle in the evening part of my workday, and then another 20-ounce glass at like dinner time and after. So I added those, and I think I want to add quotes to this spread. So I'm going to be right back again. So I grabbed my Kell of a Plan seasonal quotes book. I'm gonna go to the beginning of the summer section. Never made the summer bucket list, but they're so cute. I kind of want to have a pool day one of these days, but I don't know which day. You know what, I've got an idea, because I can put that on like here. And then I can put it and I can move it. I'm a big fan of you just start with the first available. And if you need to move it, you can. That's kind of fun. Then none of the colorful ones go with this, but that's okay. Those ones are a little bit more like my next week that I've got. Sun-kissed and Sundays. That's kind of cute. Sun-kissed and Sundays there, and I like good time and tan lines too. Okay, which I'm gonna put, oh, that's kind of fun. There we go. Perfect. There's that. And then I need to figure out, I got my workouts, I've got my lunches, I've got my dinners. I think I'm gonna do a next week list on this one because next week is going to be a little crazy because it's the first week of school and we're planning to go on a vacation. So I'm gonna do a vertical washi right there. I've lost my washi cutting card. That's okay, I have another. There's that guy. I guess that's not straight either. Man, I even tried to line it up with the dots that I have. Because there's like a, I don't know if you can really super see it on the camera how well it comes across, but there is a grid section on this bottom section. And I even tried to line it up with in between 2 rows of dots on the grid. There we go, that's better. So I think I'm gonna do next week. Do I have a next week sticker? I might not. Next week. Perfect. I have one. Alrighty, so I've got a next week sticker. I think I'm gonna put it on one of these guys. And I'm gonna just put it right here. And then that way I can have some stuff for next week in there. So I think that is it for my planner spread. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you liked this video and want to see more Laurel Denise content. I appreciate you for hanging out as long as you do to the end of the video. And if you did, please, drop an emoji in the comments or tell me what your plans are for Labor Day. It's always fun to hear what people do for Labor Day weekend. So have a great rest of your day and I'll chat at you later and we'll see my hands next time.